What's going on, everyone? I'm DJ.
And I'm Mike.
You're watching Sometimes We Smoke.
Yes, it's a podcast about smoking some smokes, drinking some drinks, and talking some talks.
Talking some talk. Mike?
Speaking of talking, what do you got?
Today I have the My Father Connecticut.
Okay, nice.
This is a nice little, a staple stogie, if you will, that I have in my humidor. I have
a lot of those.
Actually, I have quite a bit of these, the Robustos, and then I have a handful of the Toros left as well.
We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I got the, I think you smoked this on an episode before, but it's the Undercrown Shade.
That's one of my favorite ones, too.
Yeah, I think you did smoke this one before. And I think you gave me one of these as an extra one because you bought a bunch, and I don't know, I thought it's a nice light. Smoking light. Smoking light, it's light out. Why not?
Smoke it light, keep it light. And then what are we washing it down with?
We got the Four Roses single barrel.
4 rosés?
4 rosés. This is one of my favorite go-to bourbons. I drink all the time. I was shown it by Dustin. Shout out Dustin. Showed me about 4 Roses, and it's my favorite go-to. Like, this is the one that if I just want to get a bottle of bourbon, that's what I get.
I think I had, like when we were at the liquor store earlier.
You had the other one next to it?
The cheaper one.
Yeah. Which is still good. This is just, it's a little bit better. Like, a little more money, a little bit better. At least it's supposed to be, right?
It's supposed to be. So.
All right, well, let's get this going, and we will be right back. I guess we're ready. Well, we're back, and we're smoking.
Back.
We had both had a couple little issues. Lighting. It's got to be the dry. They're dry out here, and they sat out here for 10 minutes before we even.
No.
I mean, yours is really. Let's show them.
I don't feel like standing up, but
well, just hold it like this. I'm sure they'll be able to see.
Probably.
You got bad split. Mine did, but look, I've already been
split real bad.
See, I've already been corrected. So.
Hey, you didn't have a problem.
It was only a little. It was just a little bit.
That wasn't considered a problem, though. It's not like. Well, here, before we get going, so we just start making fun of my cigar.
All right.
Damn it.
Oh, that's good. Is that good? That's tasty, right? It's my fave. That's dangerously tasty. Like, I could just chug this shit. But I'm not going to.
I've never had something where I was like, oh, I could just chug that. Any type of liquor. Oh, it's so good I could just chug
How do you feel about this?
I think it's
You can take a
bourbon.
gulp. You can take a gulp though, right?
I wouldn't.
You multiple sips,
It's
in short
enjoyable.
period of times.
You take a bunch of sips really quickly,
Yeah.
close together.
Basically, steady gulp.
Dude, I'm so sad about this split. Hopefully it doesn't keep running up. But
Well, I'll say, starting off pretty good here with the Undercrown Shade. If I can read that.
that came in that box, actually.
This is the one? Yeah. How about that?
Oh, no. You brought that from you.
Yeah, but I got it from you.
Oh, that's one that I gave you?
Yeah.
Oh, then yes, that came in that box.
Because you had a bunch hey, you want, remember I gave you...
I thought you were just saying,
you gave me a bundle of
I've given
cigars.
you one before.
You gave me
That's the one.
Yes. This
Oh,
was the...
okay.
Remember the bundle? You gave me... You put through a little bundle. You're like, hey, I have so many. And then you gave me one of each thing you had. Just as a little variety pack. This was one of them. I actually think you gave me 2 of these. I already smoked the other one.
Probably. I really like those. They're nice. They're smooth. They're a little creamy and smooth. And they're just...
And this is the type of... I'm not a huge fan of a light cigar because sometimes I don't really get anything from it. It's just I don't know, I like a little more flavor. But this gives you just enough. And it's not too heavy.
Mm.
And it's actually perfect because it's not that it's warm out, but it's warmer than it's been. I mean, it was 7 degrees the other day, so.
Yesterday.
Yeah, and actually I think that's what's good out on the ground. You notice it freeze the ground a little bit so it wasn't as muddy, which was nice.
Yeah. Over here it's a little more frozen, but a little bit more.
But that's that's the part that we need to be frozen.
That's a hazard. It's a slip hazard coming in here. So,
what are your
so far. I mean, is this not as enjoyable as? Is it still tasty?
Oh yeah, no, it's I know
It's burning like weird.
No, it's burning fine. It's just that it's split. It's not like running up, so we'll see as I smoke through
Maybe
it.
it'll go away.
But I have a lot of these.
Why do you have so many extra ones?
So in 2 different occasions, for the one batch party, I bought a box of Toros. So in my head,
Oh, those are from.
no,
No.
let me finish.
Okay.
Damn it. In my head, there's a group of people and not everyone smokes cigars. It's easier to go with, I would imagine, something along the lines of a Connecticut because they're a little bit lighter. So if it's someone who doesn't normally smoke, they can
Handle it.
have a better chance of maybe enjoying it. And somebody who does smoke, even if they generally like a more full-bodied cigar, they still can enjoy a lighter body, a medium or whatever, once in a while. So I feel like it's just a safer bet to go with something.
And even
like
for me,
this.
like if I haven't smoked for a while, it's kind of nice to have a Connecticut because I feel like it's been a couple weeks or something. I'm not gonna jump right into a
I
double
think
Maduro, you know.
if you like a more full-bodied cigar, you're more likely to also enjoy a mild to medium, as opposed to someone who only does mild to medium, doesn't fuck with like a full-bodied cigar. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like that one I had, the Camacho, the double. I mean, like I told you, that thing was full. I mean, if you gave that to someone who doesn't smoke, they'd be like, I'm never even gonna look at a cigar again.
So that's just how I looked at it. So that's why I got a box of these. Box of the Toros for the batch party. That was good. Everyone
That was for when we were during the day in
at the
backyard.
pool.
Yeah, okay.
We had
Now I remember it.
We had a few bottles of bourbon. We had a box of stogies.
Tasting
Everyone,
sesh, yeah.
it's a little like taste testing. All the boys got one. We all smoked. Great time. So now the Robustos, I think the box came in like a weird number. 23 cigars, I think. I think it's 23.
23.
Yep.
Oh, it's that one.
This is a box, yeah.
How about that?
Look
at that. Like,
one of them's blank.
wait, look, that's so ironic. That's so ironic. You're smoking that from there, and I'm smoking this from right here. They're both behind.
Wow.
Crazy. We didn't even plan it.
So anyway, I got this box. It was for a wedding. It was for a family member. I wasn't like directly like in the wedding.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what? It is still like family.
But it's family, so you're like, even though you're not in it, you're still, you're more than just like the distant cousin who's not really even that close. You know, you're part of the immediate family technically, just from the other side.
Technically.
I mean, like I guess immediate family would be, no, maybe second immediate.
What?
Just under immediate. I don't know what the terms are. I was trying to think because of the 23andMe thing. Never mind. Just keep
It's
going.
definitely immediate. It's my sister.
Yeah, but you're not in her immediate family, technically. Her immediate family would be her and her husband and then her children. That's the
me and her are immediate family.
Right, but technically he's not in the immediate... Well, I guess he would be then, right? Your brother-in-law. I don't know.
I don't care. Anyway, the fucking moral of the story is I was like, hey, it'll be cool. It's a wedding. Let me get this box of cigars for all like the bridal party. I brought a couple torches, a couple cutters. I was like, hey guys, feel free. Here's the box. I put them on the table throughout the night. Grab a few sticks, head outside, wherever you guys want. This is for everybody.
Yeah.
Wedding goes on, everything happens, whatever. End of the night, I come back into the room. They're all still there.
It's a full box.
Full box, baby.
Like one person took one, right? Or something?
No, one person took one of my torches.
Oh,
Someone yanked the torch, but...
Gotta go hit that hippie spinach, you know? Oh, I need a lighter. Oh, perfect.
But-
This guy got cigars.
the box was still there. So later at like, it was like an after party and stuff. So I ended up just like grabbing one of them and I smoked it out in front of like the hotel. I smoked a cigar and some people were out there that smoked cigarettes or whatever. And I hung out with them. But so I came back home with a bunch of them. So I have quite the stock of these in my humidor, which is okay because it's a nice casual light smoke.
You'd probably go, once it gets a little warmer out, it'll be easier for you. Like, you know, it's still cold. It's hard to smoke in the cold. Like
It
this
kind of
cold.
ruins the.
Yeah, I mean, if you're really cold, I mean, if you're in a setting when it's cold and you're with people, it's different. But like, you just come out here yourself, like after dinner, and it's 15 degrees out. I don't know how enjoyable it's really going to be. It's almost like an obligation.
Yeah. I just won't.
But once it gets a little warmer out, not that you could, not saying you'd burn through them, but those could be like, you know, during the week if you want to have a cigar after dinner or something like that. You'll be able to. You have those now.
Well, it'll be something if I'm like fucking around in the yard doing stuff.
Right. Also for, you know, if someone comes over and they don't smoke, like, oh, you want? Oh yeah, I'd like one. You can give them one of those.
Because I have quite a few.
Yes, you do. You have quite a few of a lot of cigars.
Yes.
I need to get some more cigars. We were just talking about that earlier. So,
Time to hit up the web, dude.
the World Wide Web, dude. I got to go to flyingcigars.com. You know why?
You know, if next weekend, if you come to the lounge with me, need a couple sticks.
I know. If everything lines up, then I should be able to. But, no, Flying Cigars has the blueprints. I want to get that box. But they also have my CAOs. I want to get those flat hats. I want to get a box of spark plugs. So I have them. I think that's what I'm going to bring to Dale's wedding.
Little stubbies?
Yeah, because like you said, not everyone's smokes. And you know what's nice about them? They're more of a medium. And they have good flavor to them. And, you know, I'll bring it. And if no one smokes it, then I'm going to keep, you know, it's a good trade-off. Because I have a feeling, I actually think we can't even smoke there, where it is.
On the.
Yeah, I don't think we can smoke on that property. So it would have to be like at the hotel or something afterwards. But I don't know. Anyway, that's besides the point. So, yeah. What else?
So besides that, unnecessarily long rant
Yeah.
about nothing. What's new? Went to the in-laws' house last night for dinner. It's fantastic. Everyone got to hold the baby. Everyone was happy. It's always a good time when the family gets together and hangs out. Then yesterday or Friday night, maybe, we finally watched Wakanda Forever.
Yes. That's right.
Finally, because now it's on Disney Plus. So if you haven't seen it, you can go see it.
That's true.
If you have Disney Plus, I guess.
That's true. I mean, I guess you could. That's probably the only way you can watch it. I think. I don't know if you can even.
Like rent it on demand or something.
I think
don't know.
I think the way they do it is it gets exclusively on Disney Plus at first, and I think eventually you're able to rent it once other movie channels pick it up. I think usually Stars picks up a lot of the Disney stuff first. If I could be wrong, but I always see a lot of the Marvel movies playing on Stars. But I don't know.
But that's a pretty specific channel, though. A lot of people probably don't have that.
Well, Disney might be the parent company, you know? Mm-hmm. They're a parent company for
I don't know.
a lot of companies. So, all right, well,
I liked it.
let's take a break, get a little into this, and we're going to talk about a little Wakanda Forever. So I want to hear your thoughts about that.
All right, cool.
So we will be back.
Did you record?
Yeah.
So we're recording right now?
So we're recording right now.
All right.
They are watching us.
They're watching?
They're watching.
We're live, baby.
We're live.
All right, so we will continue
Back to
Wakanda Forever.
yes. Real quick.
Oh, yeah. What? Oh, my God.
Everything's going well. This is a cigar podcast.
Most of the reason why we're here.
Yours looks like it finally righted the ship.
Yeah, once we got past to that, I think it could have been a user error. I was trying to. I didn't want to
over flamed it.
Yeah, I mean, I was far back enough, but I think maybe because we brought the sticks out, we put them on the cold table, we took a while to set everything up, and then I just blasted it with heat. And instead of like just kind of browning and toasting the tip and then getting it lit,
It's just like an extra 2 seconds, too long.
sometimes like I try to get it fully lit like this first, so the first draw is just an actual draw, which is also was very satisfying, and I think it's like a nicer way to start the cigar. I think I overdid it. I boofed it.
It's cold. It's cold. You know, we don't really have a lot
We'll
of
blame the
humidity.
cold.
Yeah.
We'll blame the cold.
And even though it's in your really nice humidor, you know, the temperature's fluctuating in your house. So
yeah, I don't think it was how it was kept. I just think it was just
sitting out here.
I fucked it up. Something, I don't know. But it's fine now. It's fine. Tastes like it exactly how I thought it would. So
yeah, this thing's
we're rocking and rolling now, baby.
Strong. And the whiskey's still great.
It is. It is good. I like it.
You know what I mean, though.
Are you leaving it here, or?
I did say I got it for the pod. I bought it for the pod. So, like, you know, maybe we'll drink it again in another episode or something.
If it's for the pod, take it with you.
No, I'll leave it here. Yeah, just don't drink the whole thing. I mean, leave it at least enough for another episode some other day. You know, jeez. Who are you? Are you just like a whiskey every day? Like, damn. Dude.
No.
I'm kidding.
I don't really drink that often.
When I come back,
but when I do, it's with somebody else.
When I come back here next week, and if that's down to halfway,
no, it'll still be here.
We'll be down to like the bottom of the rows.
Like it would depend. Like if I knew my parents were coming over or something like that.
Morocco was gonna want a glass.
I was gonna say, it depends. Like if I'm sitting down with somebody and we have a few glasses, it's different. I'm not gonna sit there by myself and just drink half the bottle. I have a child now.
That's true.
If I did not have a child,
you might have done that.
Yes.
It's cold out. You need a little whiskey to warm you up.
I have to be aware and ready at all moments now.
You're gonna be super dad.
Well, not that.
Not yet.
I have to at least be able to pay attention a little bit.
Okay. Super dad.
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
All right. So
now streaming Disney Plus.
Okay. You fucking... I mean, it is.
Like it's a promotion.
Yeah.
Disney.
Right.
Sponsor.
I liked it. I wish I got to see it in theaters. I don't remember why. When did it come out?
It came out at the end of last year, so it was like the beginning of December, I think, or end of November. You just had a kid.
That's
Pretty
why.
sure it was like right around there.
Okay, that explains that.
I don't know if it was at the beginning of November, but either way, from like the end of October on, you're in your kid mode. You know?
We didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't do anything.
I mean, literally post your birthday. That was it. Like,
yeah. Fun was canceled.
for the most part.
We were like on standby.
And also we started the pod, so it was like priorities.
So anyway, yeah, I guess. But I enjoyed it. I also, it was a long enough period of time to where I don't really remember anything from the trailers. So
yeah.
as soon as like the water people showed up,
But you're also pretty good with not watching too many trailers.
I try not to because I want it to be
you
like
do a good
surprise
job.
when
I mean,
watch
obviously, if it shows up on TV or something, you're watching it. Yeah, but you don't like seek out trailers.
Right. Erica right away was like, "Oh, I think I remember seeing a part of this like from the trailer," and I was like, "I don't remember shit from the trailer. This is great." So it went a completely different direction than I thought. I was like, "What the hell? Who is this? All this?" I was like, "What is this underwater Wakanda?" I'm like, "What the hell is going on?" Yeah, I was like, "It's like a whole. It's like, is this like another tribe? Like, what the fuck is this?" But it was cool, dude. I liked it. I mean, if you didn't see it, you plan on seeing it, stop watching. I wish she killed him.
Oh yeah, spoiler alert or something. Yeah, whatever.
I mean, like, I get why she didn't.
Wait. What did you say?
I wish she would have 86 that fool on the beach.
Oh, you talking about the Queen?
Yeah. That was the whole thing. And then it was like, and then part of me was like, that was the point of the whole movie. Like, you went to war and all of these people died, and then you just made up. And then I was like, well, they were going to attack regardless. Like, there was going to be a war no matter what. Whether we kind of wanted it. So I was like, you know what? They didn't die for no reason because this conflict was happening because that one dude was coming up with his army no matter what.
But also, she know why she didn't do it. Because she knew, she's like,
yeah,
this is going to make it way worse. So I even try to attack him. I mean, nobody's ever snuck into Wakanda before. And this motherfucker just like walks out of the water like, hello.
Yeah, but she doesn't. That's not why she doesn't do it. She doesn't do it because they want to be better people.
Well, yeah, but also I'm saying in the back of the mind, she probably knew realistically this probably wouldn't be a good idea to just attack because
he's the one. He's the one that led the charge. Without him,
right. But he gave her an ultimatum. So
she had him. He was right there, dying on the beach.
What part are you talking about?
The end. She cuts the
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Queen when he first showed up in Wakanda. I thought that's what you were talking about.
Oh no, that's why you said the Queen. I said yeah, but
that's why I thought when he shows up, I was like, no shit, she didn't.
The sister, Black Panther's sister, when she becomes Black Panther.
Oh,
at the end, the Queen's no.
Because deep down, you know why she didn't? Because deep down she knew. She's like, it's better to have him. No, not one. This is not what her brother would want.
I think that's the main reason why.
And two, better to have him as an ally.
I don't think that had anything to do with it. I think it was the whole like morality thing, but like, I don't know. You went out there, they had this great plan and all this other stuff. You had him right there. Also, he wouldn't have spared her.
How did she survive that? Come on, the fucking spear. I mean, come on.
Well, that's what was
a little far-fetched.
He wouldn't have spared her, obviously, because he basically gutted her and walked away. I was like, come on, man.
The only reason she survived is because she had the remake of the flower. So she had a little bit of the super strength in her. So it was the only reason she survived that.
I thought it was cool, though, when they were all like at the meeting, when she first gets it. She first like gets the flower right.
When she hits the thing. Or...
Oh, you're talking about when she like punches the dummy and it's like goes much further.
I guess it worked.
I was talking about like when the tribes are in the meeting and the ship comes over her head and she drops down the first time in the Black Panther outfit.
Yeah, when she's the Owatu's like with M'Baku.
Yeah,
it's like sitting there.
And they do like the arm thing. It's like basically an arm wrestling thing. And he's like basically testing it
just to make sure. Yeah,
and then he's like, okay, like the approval. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
That was cool.
So anyway, I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool.
It was a fun movie. But the water people, that character, Namor, is the first Marvel character ever. He's the oldest one. It actually predates Superman.
Really?
Not like DC and Marvel related, but this is like, I'm talking like World War II, like that old. The golden age of comics.
Well, because
he was
around since like 1600 AD.
Yes, so he's this might be a little bit before Marvel Comics, but he's one of the oldest characters. There was huge controversy on the World Wide Web and people about introducing him, and everyone thought they were going to introduce him at the end of the first movie and this and that. You got to trust in Kevin Feige. He's the puppet master, and he's got a master plan.
He's been doing great so far. Just let him do it.
Yeah, but just enjoy. And I think they did a good job with him. And it's another inclination of mutants. He's the first mutant. And the way they explained him, how he became who he is a mutation in a sense. So I wonder how they're going to do that, because they already Miss Marvel in the show, in the end of that, another spoiler, whatever. Oh, this is it's spoilers always on this podcast.
Well, we give it enough time.
Yeah,
it's not like
the show's been out for a year, so. But she said like mutation, so it's very curious how they're going to bring that about. And I actually think the next Ant-Man movie is going to bring some mutants in.
I think the next Ant-Man movie is about to bring a whole bunch of shit. The next
Ant-Man movie is like. It's like a turning point in the entire MCU now. It's like a Thanos level style movie.
It's going to be. It was really cool.
It's going to be sweet.
Well, the trailer was really cool. I just talking about movies. The dude who plays Kang. I also just watched Devotion.
I wanted to see that. I just saw that came up.
So good.
You want to watch that, right?
I just watched it.
Was that good?
Yeah, I really liked it.
I saw the trailer for it. I don't know too much. I guess it's World War II time or something like that, right? Is it something around there?
It's the Korean War.
Oh, my grandfather's war. My grandfather was in the Korean War.
Was it the Korean War? Or am I mixing that up with something
You're
else?
the one who watched it.
I just recently watched a bunch of stuff, and I just watched something else with the Korean War. It was the fifth.
Well, if it was the 60s? Korean War, then it was in the
50s, 60s.
It was in the late 50s.
Yeah.
Is that when it's based? Late 50s?
Ow.
Korean War is like 58, I think. Korean War.
I have to look it up. I don't know.
No, a Korean War is 55. My dad was born in 56. Korean War, yeah, 54, 55. It would line up to when my dad was born after my grandfather
Was
got
it
back.
that I was watching? Because I made a joke to Erica about. I was like, "Oh, Red Foreman was there." Because I think Red Foreman from that 70s,
The actor was
that
in the
70s
Korean
show.
War?
I think he was in the Korean War.
Makes sense. I mean, age-wise.
I think that's what I was watching. Anyway, regardless, it
Devotion.
was good.
Yeah, I want to see that. That's on my watch list. When I get around to it. I haven't been doing a very good job of watching things lately. But yeah, I want to see that.
Well, so a lot of great stuff out right now. And The Last of Us, I'm watching the shit out of that. Only 3 episodes out right now.
That's the show based off that game, right?
Yeah. I thought I played that game. Turned out I was mixing it up with something else. Once I started watching the show, I was like, I've never played this game.
Well, it's a PlayStation game, right?
I have no
It
idea.
was
I
on
never
every
played it.
platform.
I don't know. I never
I thought it
played
was a PlayStation exclusive game. I could be wrong, but I thought it was.
I have no idea. I don't know.
I gotta watch that too.
That show's really good. Which prompted me to remember that I didn't have a holster for one of my firearms. And by watching this like apocalyptic
There you go.
show.
This is like a couple episodes ago. You're trying to say that the name of Cigar.
Yeah, it's like the reading rainbow here. You're trying to learn.
Grammar school.
I was like, if shit hits the fan, I was like, yeah, I have firearms, but I was like, my handguns have nothing to hold it with.
Yes, that's what you need in an apocalyptic event. Make sure you have a holster, because if not, what's the point of having the gun, right?
I didn't say that.
No, I know.
Just be easy.
I'm kidding.
Just be easy.
It's just
that's all I'm
funny.
saying.
It's like that's like your mindset. You're like, oh, well, I'm gonna need a holster. Like of all things, to think of what you need, it's not really necessary. I mean, yeah, it's helpful, but it's not necessary. The gun is more necessary than the holster.
Yeah, but I already have the gun.
That's what I mean.
So it's like,
Just funny. I guess they have a lot of holsters in that
I've
show.
just been watching a lot of like doomsday stuff, and I'm just like, you ever like watch something? You're like, well, what would I do in that situation? You ever like watch The Walking Dead? You're like, oh, they're trapped in this like.
I'd be dead.
What the hell would I do? Well, that's what I was making a joke because I was talking to a friend and I was like looking up all this stuff. I was like, looking up like holsters and all kinds of like tactical equipment. They all look like really cool. I was like, oh man. Well, he was like, oh, you gotta get like all kitted out. I was like, yeah, I could spend all this money and all this stuff so I could make it 3 days into the apocalypse.
Yeah.
I was
And like you're not looking one direction and like for like a second, and then someone bites you, and then you're
goner.
Yeah.
Dunsky. I was like, no, I just want the holster just in case. I was like, I don't plan on making it very long. But
Look, it's all about like how you look first. I mean, how you look and present yourself is number one, even if no one's watching.
So should I have like a doomsday hat?
Yeah, 100%. You gotta have an outfit.
What would that consist of? Do you need like a leather vest?
Yeah, but it needs to be like ragged too, like old. If it's an apocalyptic event,
But I think
get some rips in it.
in shows that's
dirty.
from being worn down though. Like they didn't have a worn jacket in their closet.
Well, you know, you gotta have it's gotta be old because you're like, oh, I've had this for so long to prep for this. Still could be new, but it's old. You know. Does that make sense? Kind of. I guess it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but it doesn't like if it just sits in a closet, it's not gonna look old.
Well, it's an old style, maybe. Whatever. I guess you know what you got to worry about what your outfit's going to be at least 2 years after the apocalyptic event. Then you got to look cool. You know, like the Daryl vest. You know.
Do I need to think of like facial hair styles?
Yes. Maybe you just let the mustache grow
So really,
as long as
the
it possibly
protection and the food supplies and all that stuff is
No, because then if someone else sees you, they're like, "Whoa, this guy's for real." You know, that's their first thing, so they back off a little bit. They're like, "Oh, this guy's like shaves every day," you know.
All right, so a cool jacket gets you through the zombie apocalypse.
Let the hair grow out, you know.
Okay. If you say so.
Trust me, I would know.
Okay.
I wouldn't know. But I just feel like, hey, if you're going to follow something from a show, that's how they do it. All the surviving people are like the cool main characters. I mean, they look cool.
They do look cool.
So
there's a little Hollywood involved.
Yeah, but you're still basing some things off the show. You're getting the holster, so you might as well complete the
It's
look.
not off of a show.
I mean, still, it goes into it. So, like, if you're, okay, I'm going to need the holster, but you know what you also need? You need the look. So he's the main character, and he's surviving. And he looks cool, right? Looked cool in the trailer. I haven't watched the show yet.
Should watch it. It's pretty cool.
Should I play the game first?
I didn't play the game. Turns out.
Well,
Not
go
even
play
on-
the game and watch the show.
No, I didn't
Or
play
watch
it.
the show, then play the game. Or just watch the show.
Or do none of that. I don't give a shit.
Or just play the game.
Okay.
Well-
Break time?
Yeah, let's finish these up and get them towards the end, and we'll come back with our
Final thoughts and feelings.
the FTFs. We'll be back.
This is it, Mike.
This is it.
FTFs. What do you
FTFs.
think?
Just as good as the last time I smoked it.
Yeah.
Big fan. It's a double thumber for sure. I definitely want to get a couple of these for Connecticut wise. Next time I get to actually soon, probably next time, maybe next week. I want to get a couple of those and a couple of those Camacho Connecticut's I had. Those are the two best Connecticut's to have in the stash. But buy a box if you like Connecticut's. I'm probably not going to buy a box because I don't smoke them enough. Maybe I'll probably buy 5, but it's box worthy if you're a fan of the lighter cigars.
Oh, yeah.
What about you? What's your FTF?
My...
What are you looking up what it is?
No, I just want
A little dead air for you guys.
to just... Sorry. I just wanted to double...
You want to see what it is?
No. The My Father, Connecticut. I think it's like a really good, like everyday smoke. It's always enjoyable. There's nothing like too crazy about it, but it's like, it's good to me.
It's like a consistent classic smoke.
Exactly. That's the kind of feel I get from it. And I've always enjoyed them, you know? So that's how I feel. So I do like the fact that I always have a stash of them in the humidor just in case.
You got a big stash right now.
But it's like one of the ones where you can't go wrong with it, honestly. And
That's a
I
good way to
think
put
it goes well with a lot of things. Like,
It would go well with a beer too because it's light
yeah,
enough.
so
Because a lot of times the heavy cigars with beers,
they
they
can, but
they
like,
don't always mix that well.
I like the Connecticut's with some of the IPAs and stuff that I drank.
Yeah.
I think it goes well with a lot of things that whatever you want to pair with it. So
Let's go whiskey.
I suggest it.
And that's it for this week.
That is it. If you enjoy the episode, please give us a like, subscribe, share with some friends if you want. Leave some comments if you'd like to get in on some of the conversations
Yes.
that we have, or start some new conversations. That'd be pretty
Yeah, that
cool.
would be good too.
You know, anything like that.
And you know where we're at Sometimes We Smoke on Instagram and also on YouTube. youtube.com/the @ Sometimes We Smoke. Same thing. Easy peasy.
That's it. That's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote. Till
Thanks.
next time.